Welcome back, traders, to another video. Uh, this one's going to be a little different and hopefully short and sweet. But I realized I never talked about what indicators I use, and I just wanted to cover that really quickly if anyone is curious. This is not going to be an educational lesson on indicators, and I'm not going to try and recommend any indicators to you. There's much better information on what indicators do what and which ones you should use on Investopedia and YouTube. And if you need information on that, you should check in those places. But what I use here, I'm looking at the 4-hour 180-day chart. And, honestly, my philosophy on indicators right now, at least, is that less is more, pretty much. I like to use a combination of different time frames and a couple very basic indicators to get an idea of a stock. Beyond that, I'm reading analysis. I'm reading what smart people that look at the numbers are reading and thinking about these stocks. Not some mathematical principles that I barely understand that make a nice picture on my chart. Regardless, though, before I go on too long, what do I have on this chart? I have 4 main indicators, I believe. The first one is a 20-day EMA, which is an exponential moving average. That's this teal line. Just gives you a basic line of where the price is at. The 50-day EMA is a kind of a hard trailing support or resistance, depending on whether it's up or above it. It's just an average price over the past 50 days. Give you an idea of where the stock is in relation to the past 50 days. And then I also have a 200-day simple moving average, which is, it's just like it sounds. It's the past 200 days and a straight average. Again, just to sort of give you a relative idea to the stock over its historical performance. Then I also have volume on this page. This is a custom volume study that I got from a friend. Nothing crazy here, just some averages over the daily average today, the past 30 bars, the current bar, standard volume bars here. But this time frame I don't use a whole lot on a day-to-day basis. I usually just look at this after hours to kind of get a big picture idea. When the market's open, I have my flexible grid here. If you're familiar with Thinkorswim, maybe you use a different platform, maybe not. I use Thinkorswim, and this is what I usually look at when I'm looking at a stock while the market is open. I have these 3 time frames. This is the 10-day 10-minute. This is the 30-day 30-minute. This is the daily chart. And then over here I have time and sales and level 2. And let's see. On the short time frames, these two, I have different indicators than I use on my 180-day and my annual, the ones that we just went over. So on these shorter time frames, I use a volume weighted average price, which is this purple line, and I use a 13-day EMA, just to follow a little closer the short-term price action. So again, that's an average of the past 13 days, and this is basically an average price with a consideration for the trading volume. Which if you're a day trader, volume is really, in a lot of ways, your number one indicator. So you probably use a VWAP, or if not, you're familiar with it at least. But day traders, obviously the stock can't move without volume, so you're constantly looking at volume. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to go into any kind of explanation here. I just wanted to tell you guys that's what I use, that's what I look at, and the biggest thing for me is really just comparing different time frames. These indicators that I use, they're all really just giving me an idea of where the stock is right now relative to its historical performance, which is exactly why I draw lines on the chart. This is the trend it was on back in February, and oh look, it's the same trend it's on right now. That's a good indicator. That's all, simple as that, right? But anyway, I think if you use different time frames, you can get better perspective of where your stock is at historically. And if you have simple indicators that you understand, you'll never overthink your decisions. It makes it easy to take responsibility for your trades when you understand your indicators. So, I mean, whatever you use, make sure it's something that helps you make better decisions. And that's my 2 cents. Those are my indicators. And that's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, comment below. What indicators do you guys use? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more videos with technical analysis, subscribe. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.